bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Good afternoon to you and yours. It is the Bottom Line. 100.7 The Score, TSportsNetwork.com, and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Clearly, I am not Choice Woodman. He is going to be doing some work later today. Let you figure out where that's going to be. So he's been in the building. He is going to work today. He's just not here currently. Sitting alongside the one and only Chris Snead, and across the way, Lucas White. That's Lucas White, White, for those of you just new to the program, maybe not always hear first and last names. Lucas White, sliding slides and pushing buttons for us, as he does on the program, taking your thoughts and conversations on the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. And also post on the Yates Flooring Center chat line, TSportsNetwork.com, or that 100.7 The Score mobile app. Chris, how are you? And I know it's not your normal intro, but I did that on purpose because it's a little different today because I'm here.
Okay. Happy Cinco de Drinko, y'all.
Are you going to enjoy one today?
No. I'm going to enjoy 3. No, actually, I'm not. And actually, I just realized.
That was Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah. And I just realized, one of my places I like to go sing is at a place that specializes in kind of that stuff.
Making beverages?
No, but it's like Mexican food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I just realized it's Cinco de Drinko, so may not get to go sing today.
The traditional drink today would be the margarita.
Yeah.
Or the original name is the Daisy, by the way, if you ever want to look that up and go down the deep dive history for that.
The margarita?
Yeah.
Was it originally named Daisy?
Yeah, it got changed into the Spanish name eventually.
Wasn't the margarita created in El Paso? Is that like a wives' tale?
Maybe. It's post what we're celebrating today for Cinco de Mayo for sure by about 40 or 50 years, believe it or not. But that is neither here nor there. I'm not a big fan of its main ingredient, though.
Tequila.
That would be the one.
Yeah, me and tequila have a hate-hate relationship. And I
am not against other people enjoying it.
If you enjoy that...
Listen, there are people that don't like some of the whiskeys I drink, and I totally get that. I don't understand. But I don't have to. They do, and that's what's necessary.
There's an event happening here soon that's one of those, what happens here stays here events. You got to be invited to get.
Lucas, we can quit paying attention because we is not invited.
No, I mean, hey, it's a very select group of people that get invited.
Again, Lucas, we're not on this list. We don't even have to worry about it.
I'm barely on the list. I am barely.
Being on the list is kind of like being pregnant.
Here's
you either are or you aren't.
Here's the thing.
Clearly not.
I don't even control the list.
I didn't say you were in charge of the list.
There's one guy.
I just said that you're
I'll just tell you, the guy is in this building that controls the list. And every year, he'll send out notices to the text messages, and it says hashtag on the list. And that person gets to show up.
I didn't get and it's fine. Lucas and I are both fine.
Sometimes you don't want to be there. It's like being on the list is like being on the horse name list.
I'm just saying, Lucas and I don't have to worry about it.
By the way, a beautiful horse name for 2027 was uttered in the Snead house this morning.
Doesn't count.
I know it doesn't count, but it was beautiful. I said I've got to figure out a way to get it.
You got to figure out a way to make, but it's got to work naturally. That's the other catch.
Yeah.
You got to get there naturally.
Yeah.
These all things have to be said on the radio naturally that we scratch our heads later.
How did idiot cousin Jeff come in second?
I wasn't in charge of the race.
I know who was.
And those names get drawn out of a hat, and then they find a race and it's run.
Oh, I know. I know how it works.
I mean, it can't be any more fair. It really can't.
There really was only one winner.
I mean, the audience got to hear the horse race. That's the win.
That's true. I enjoyed it.
Why did you not? The horse race is awesome. Back to actual sports. A lot of things going on.
Why?
Because this is a sports talk radio station.
I mean, there's been 6 hours of sports already, and there's going to be 3 more hours of real hardcore sports. Why can't we spend like 3 hours for fun and frivolity?
Did I say hardcore sports? I don't believe I said hardcore. I just said sports.
I just I just spent the whole morning grinding at the office and working. And I just want to come over here and just let my considerably short hair down for a while.
Well, okay. Then what did you prepare to bring for the program today?
Nothing.
Going to be awfully hard for our audience to listen to nothing.
You and me could sit here for 3 hours and talk about nothing. And
I could sit here and talk about nothing for 3 hours by myself. That doesn't mean they're entertained.
I bet you we could entertain them. We could entertain them.
Do you have a rant coming on about something?
No, I don't have a rant. I told you I'm kind of like Jennifer Snead this year.
Right.
It's this is almost like rant free 23. But I mean,
but then 24.
I have not ranted in 26 yet.
I'm not trying to get you to rant.
I'm not gonna rant in 26.
I can ask you that. You are a longtime home owner.
Yeah.
And
as a matter of fact, yeah.
You can answer this question for me. Because I experienced something last week, and I want to know if this is what happens all the time or if this is just my luck that happened. How much rain were we supposed to get last weekend?
Enough to water your yard.
Right.
Probably about an inch.
Anywhere between an inch. I actually saw up to 2.5 inches at one point.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself,
oh, did you turn off your sprinklers?
On Thursday, I was like, you know what? We're supposed to get 2 inches this weekend, even if it's half of that.
You never turn off your sprinklers.
Even if it's half of that.
You never turn off your sprinklers.
Never turn off the sprinklers.
Never turn off your sprinklers. Even if they tell you it's gonna be a frog strangler. I leave it on. I would rather get up in the middle of the night and turn my sprinklers off during the frog strangler than
mine's automatic. No. I do have that.
See, mine's automatic too. Mine's automatic.
I don't have to turn mine off.
But I can. I mean, what I'd like to get is one of those little. I can control everything else. I can control my air conditioner from my phone while I'm laying in my bed, which is the most awesome. I'm getting a little too lazy. I wish I could do my sprinkler system that way.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's an app
if my
for that
sprinkler
somewhere.
system guy is listening, and I know he is, maybe let's talk. Figure out how we can do that.
So the rule is even if it's coming down in cats and dogs, don't turn off the sprinkler.
Don't turn off the sprinkler until you see cats and dogs coming out of the sky. Don't turn off your sprinklers.
So that's not just a my luck thing that happened this weekend. That's just what happens.
You never turn off the sprinklers, man.
Okay.
That's sure my lifeline to your green grass, man. Isn't the city still under a water ban?
I can water twice a week.
You can?
Mm-hmm. I only water once.
I was driving down the street and I saw some people that looked like they're watering more than twice a week.
I don't know. My grass is doing pretty good for once.
I saw some people that look like they're watering every day. Now, you can hand water it, right?
Like with a thing.
No, you can get out there with like your little
you can do it with a hose?
Yeah. I believe you can do that. If you do
I'm learning new things all over the place today.
I believe you can, if you hand water it, which means you can control where the water goes.
Yeah.
You can't just let your sprinklers run. And yet, every time I go down Frankfurt, the same time of day, the same water stream comes from the same place. Hey, you know what? If you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law.
You're getting close to a rant. You're getting close.
There's
a rant around the corner.
I'm not ranting. I'm just pointing out a fact that every time I drive down Frankfurt, especially right after I get my car washed, there's water coming from the same street every day.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score, DoubleTSportsNetwork.com, and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Yates Flooring Center Chatline, both on the mobile app and on the website. Get your thoughts and conversations coming in on those. Am I just completely off? And listen, I said at the beginning, I'm the only one that thinks this, which probably means I'm wrong, but it is an opinion, and opinions are like noses. Everyone has one and they all smell. Let's check in on Kaylee's Dailies.
Yeah. Caca.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
What?
The noses smells.
Well, I mean, Jeff,
Chris.
Lucas.
White.
It's time for Kelly's Deli. Brought to you each and every day at this time by, of course, me. Suck it, Chuck. Kaylee says,
It's not every day at this time.
"No, well, each and every day.
Every day you're here.
Every day that I'm here at this time, which is right now."
Yes.
Kaylee says, "The sea bunny, officially a tiny sea slug called Jaruna parva, looks like somebody dropped a Pokemon into the ocean and gave it a fur coat. It's about the size of a jelly bean, and it has little ears that resemble bunny ears, and somehow manages to look soft and cuddly despite being very much not cuddly and living its best life on the seafloor. In reality, it's a hardcore marine creature that eats sponges and survives just fine without your affection. But visually, it's like nature said, let's make the cutest thing possible and also make it a slug. The sea bunny. Look it up."
Well, I was waiting for you to. I was waiting to look it up because sometimes you ask size kind of thing, and I.
No, there's no sizes in there. I mean, it's actually.
Right, but I didn't know.
It's about the size of a
I'm
jelly
not
bean.
reading it. I didn't know ahead of time. There's an element of not ugly this thing is. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a little bunny. Sea bunny.
Also, doesn't look like something I want to mess with.
No, it'll ruin your day if you mess with it. Pick it up. Oh, look at the cute little sea bunny.
The first question people ask about the sea bunny is the sea bunny venomous, which is the correct way, because if it's poisonous, then you have to eat it first.
Wait, what?
Venomous means it bites you, you get injected. Poisonous means you've eaten it and it's in your system that way.
Ooh.
It's the two different ways that it works.
That's a 1%er question right there.
It's just the difference between words that I wish people would understand.
Wait a second.
It's
I
the
had
difference
no
between
idea.
things.
I had no idea there was a difference between venomous and poisonous.
Yeah. You have to ingest poison somehow, either through your skin or eat it.
I mean, I'm 56 years
Mushrooms
old.
are poisonous.
I am today years old when I learned
Venomous means they're biting you and you're getting it, whether you want it or not.
that. Okay. All right. Well.
Let's see.
I mean,
Yes, sea bunnies, highly toxic, though not typically dangerous to humans unless ingested. So not venomous. They are
poisonous.
These tiny sea slugs absorb toxins from the sponges they eat, using them to deter predators. While generally safe to view, they should not be touched, as their toxins can cause irritations.
You know what? There are a lot of things in the world that can kill you.
Yep.
And you know what? I just do a pretty good job of trying to stay away from those things. And so and first of all, you're not going to see me hanging around the seafloor for any reason, because the seafloor is a long way down there. I don't want to be a long way down there.
Depends on where you are.
I know, but I mean,
There's some shallow seas.
yeah, but you know what? Outside of about
6 feet?
waist deep.
Waist deep?
Yeah.
So 3 feet.
I mean,
2 feet.
hey, and I say this, I grew up with a swimming pool in my backyard in El Paso, okay? And there's a reason I don't have a swimming pool in my backyard right now. I got to clean that pool every week in El Paso. I was the pool cleaner.
See, I enjoy cleaning a pool.
No, I do not. No,
There is something about cleaning your pool
nope.
that when it's your pool, it wasn't your pool, it was your dad's pool or your mom's pool, as the case may be, and it was your chore. I totally get it why you didn't do it. When it's your pool and you're doing the cleaning for it, there is the side that when you are done, you can see the clean. You see the evidence of the work that you have put into it. It's like mowing the lawn. You can tell
I love mowing my lawn.
where you've mowed. You can see how good it looks.
Yeah, I love
you
them.
can enjoy the appearance of and the use of. It's all the same fuzzy feelings.
I have.
It smells better cutting your grass than it does cleaning a pool because the chlorine is chlorine.
You know what? There's nothing like a 110-degree day and jumping into your pool, which is at the time 78 degrees.
Yes.
There's nothing, and it's
a very nice day.
It's a nice day. People are like, well, you get the temperature up to 95 degrees. It's 110 outside. I don't want to jump into 95.
No.
No. Heated pool in the summertime in the desert? Why?
It just evaporates faster.
We'd keep ours at 78 all the time.
You don't want to shock your system, though.
No, we don't.
You need it warm enough so you're not shocking your system, but cool enough to enjoy.
But if you put the pool cover on, it would be between 78 and 85 degrees.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You're fine there.
Yeah. But I mean, and it didn't really matter. The problem was, it's that first coldness of getting in the water. And then, you know, all of a sudden, now you're in the water, it's 85 degrees in the water, 95 degrees in the water. You know, our neighbors across the street, they kept us at 98. They just bubbling all the time. I was like, what are you talking about over there? What are you cooking potatoes over there? What are we doing?
We're cooking potatoes. This thought off the Yates Learning Center chat line. Here's my rant.
Okay.
There's a rant, not yours. We live in a desert, High Plains, sir, that's running out of water. We're wasting it on grass that winds up in the dumpster. For the record, ever in my life have I thrown away grass in a dumpster. It goes back onto the yard, so it becomes mulch.
Some of mine does.
It's free mulch. I'm cheap. Carrying it to the dumpster's heavy.
Yes, it is.
Put it back on the yard, it stays there.
Yeah.
Or it blows in the
unless
backyard.
unless you have a lot of it.
My yard's not that big. I mean, I have a nice yard. I got a nice yard.
I got a big yard. I mean, and then that's not. I mean, I have a big yard. I mean, it's.
He does.
And it takes, not anymore. I got a bigger lawnmower deck, but it used to take 45 minutes on the mower in the front yard.
And he's riding mower territory.
Yeah,
that's a definite thing.
And my riding mower right now, I mean, is I don't have time to do it, so I'm paying a kid to do it right now, and I'm almost to the point where I can get back to doing it myself, because that's my 45 minutes. No one bothers me in the front yard.
Is 9:30 too early on Sunday morning?
No. After 9, really after 8 a.m., you're
after
free.
8? Okay.
You're free reign. And if your neighbors complain about that, you probably say, okay, you know, hey, we got a baby next door.
Sure, yeah.
You know
that
what?
hadn't happened.
But you know what? Hey, my bedroom's right here. You know, I had a neighbor do that one time. Hey, can you not mow at 8 o'clock? I get to only sleep in on Saturday mornings.
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
Okay, no problem.
No neighbors.
No problem. And I just tell them it's hot. I like to get it done before it's, you know, and we kind of
and everybody understands.
We kind of came to an agreement, you know.
But sleeping in, everybody understands.
And I moved. No, that's not why we moved. Or is it?
Yeah, that's not why you moved. So next year, this year, starting like June 6th, I think. Are you going to try to catch Nigeria Kennedy pitching for the Texas Volts?
You know what? That's one of those things that floats in and out of the when you're flipping through the channels. You see some of that. If she's pitching, I'll tune in.
I think it's going to be good for Nigeria.
It's going to be good for
and the team.
It's going to be good for
that a Texas Tech
sports.
pitcher is pitching for a Texas team. I think that works out well. I don't think it was planned that way. I think the teams had their free will and got who they wanted to get.
Yeah.
Which is why Kennedy went number 2 overall. I don't know. I like watching baseball. I like watching softball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'm going to look for the Texas Volts.
Yeah.
But if scanning through and stumble across, I think I'll enjoy it.
If
that makes sense.
I might tune into her first game, find out when that is, and make that appointment television for me. 'Cause I want to see it. I mean, I've seen that before when they did the Athletes United deal. And you'd come across those games, and they were playing the whole league in one location. You know, they had and it was really kind of like the black team against the orange team against the pink team against the green team.
Sure.
And they didn't have, I guess they had names, but we just kind of referred to them as this team, that team, you know.
They're getting there.
Yeah. Hey, you know, they're growing, and, you know, I mean.
This may shock you. I am a fan of more sports.
I like sports. I mean, Chuck was kind of poo-pooing this morning.
That and coffee is caffeinated?
Well, I mean,
if it's not the
I
core
was listening, and he read a text right before, and somebody called him out on it, and I was kind of like, I kind of agree with that, Chuck. You're kind of poo-pooing it, because as one of the sports that he poo-poos a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
He likes to poo-poo things that aren't the core four. And that's fine.
He likes to poo-poo things that aren't the one he likes the most.
That too. It is the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Halfway through the bottom line, 100.7 The Score, Double T, SportsNetwork.com, and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Jeff McGuire in for Choice Woodman today. Sing alongside Chris Snead and Lucas White across the way, slide and slides, pushing buttons for us on the program. It's time for a question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Brought to you by someone not named Jamie and presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
Gentlemen, in our fine listening audience, we just had the AUSL draft on Monday. And always that was good for Najee Kennedy, going second overall. We just had a few weeks ago the NFL draft. Good day for 9 Red Raiders. Baseball, Major League Baseball, basketball was on the horizon. Hockey. Which sport? And I'm gonna take football out of this because I think football has turned their draft into
an event,
a spectacle. Which sport do you think has the best draft setup? And I'm talking about from the combine to the actual draft day setup. Which one do you think has the best? And part B, which one has the worst? And I'm talking of the major sports. I mean, we're not talking about the AUSL. Because they just do what they got to do right now. But of the majors, NHL, NBA, MLB, and you can even, if you want to go from flavor, put the MLS in there. But who knows about that? So let's just leave it with those 3. Leave the NFL out of it. Which of those 3 has the best draft, combine to draft, and which one has the worst?
Okay, so I'm going to walk you through my thought here while Lucas has a chance to hear what I'm going to bring up. I think baseball is exponentially better now than it used to be. Mm-hmm. When it was during regionals and super regionals, guys are pitching and worrying about where they're getting drafted. Yeah. The fact that it's after the College World Series now, exponentially better. That's the best move Major League Baseball has done in moving the draft off of those weeks. There's not really a combine for baseball. They're just watching. So those are games that they're watching, and those count. That's better than guys running around in shirts and shorts.
Underwear Olympics.
The NBA draft means more to the teams by a lot. Can you tell me who the number 1 pick in Major League Baseball was the last? Okay, I'm sitting next to Chris Snead. It's like sitting next to Mike Gustafson.
Hey,
yes,
wait a
you
second.
could.
Actually, no, I can't. I watched it. I watched the draft last year, and I can't remember who got drafted by the Reds.
But
high school kid. It was
wasn't Holiday a top pick?
He was, but it was a high school kid from
that we may see in 3 years, and he could be in the league right now. But my point, the draft is about getting talent in your system, in your farm system, that you can then use, that they can be better, and then eventually get to the big club. NBA guys, your first round picks, you're hoping they're playing. NFL draft, same kind of thing there. And I know we're not talking about the NFL draft. I'm going to say that the best pro setup for immediate success is the NBA. Yeah. NHL would be second. Major League Baseball would be third. But combine to pro, all included, I would say NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL. I can't tell you what the NHL does with their draft. I'm also a new hockey fan. I haven't gotten to the draft yet of the year that I'm paying attention to it. So this may be a better question to answer later. But as we sit here today, I'm going to go NBA, MLB, NHL. Lucas.
Tonight is actually the NHL draft lottery.
Could not have told you that if you gave me a map and a flashlight, by the way. Okay. Lucas.
So, I think MLB, obviously, you can get drafted, but you have the option to stay in college or go to college or go through the ranks of the minor leagues. But I think NBA, you get drafted, you're going to the summer league and getting ready to start playing as soon as the following year. Same with hockey. Hockey, depending on your talent-wise, you can go through the AHL, the Amateur Hockey League, and spend a couple of years in there and develop and then find your way onto your NHL team. So I think the NBA, your scouts and your GMs already kind of have the thought of, if we draft this guy, he's going to be ready following in October when the season starts. But hockey and baseball, they're drafting for the development and giving you a couple of years to get ready. So I think the NBA, you're definitely have the path to, you get drafted in the first round, you're expected to be ready to begin in October. So that's where I'm at.
Yep. It was the Washington Nationals. They took prep shortstop Eli Willits from Fort Cobb, Broxton High School in Oklahoma last year. I mean, I was wrong with the Reds. I think they picked second.
But
regardless, yeah.
Your answer, sir.
My answer, it was a trick question. The answer actually is the NFL, because the NFL always has the best draft. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could do that. It's your question, but then we're just going to look down at you.
I know you are. I actually really like what Major League Baseball's done with their draft. It was not that long ago, less than 20 years ago, the MLB draft was this secret society that was held via conference call, which you had, if you got the number somehow, which is actually funny because I actually got the number one time, because you could get the number if you knew the right people, and you could call and listen into the draft. It was just a conference call. And, and it'd be like, Milwaukee Brewers select, Frank
Burns.
L. White, from blank high school in Colorado. And, that's basically how it went. And then it would move on, and it would just be like, and you would hear this rumor. It's like, oh, so-and-so got drafted in the 22nd round, blah, 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 blah. And it was a thing. And, they would just go until everyone stopped. And, it wasn't like it was 50 rounds. There could be 100 rounds as long as someone was drafting.
Yeah.
And, by the end, the Mike Piazza, 62nd round, he got drafted as a favor to his uncle. To his his uncle was Tommy Lasorda. So that was the kind of thing, and you knew a lot of guys that say, I get drafted in MLB. Yeah, win 44th round. Great. Hey, you know what? You got drafted. I never get drafted.
No, they didn't even.
Yeah.
They didn't even sniff me.
If you could get someone to draft you,
sure.
I mean, and hey, we all did those things. I mean, remember once upon a time they used to have the little tryout camps. Did you ever have them around here where you grew up? El Paso, they had them all the time
for
baseball,
like Little League.
No, high school. I mean, pro. Like the Reds would come to El Paso, and the Reds, the Brewers, obviously, the Cubs.
This is a new thing for me.
Oh man, they would come and they'd have the tryout camps. And it was just straight up cross checking and making sure that they didn't miss any diamonds in the rough.
I might also not have been good enough to know that there were tryout camps going on. That is definitely.
Well, sometimes your coach would tell you. Sometimes they'd advertise in the paper. I went to a Reds tryout camp in El Paso, and basically all the high school baseball players were there, and basically they'd have all the cross checkers there, and it was the bird dogs would be out there, and they'd put it on. It wouldn't cost anything. You go out there, you pay $20, you hit, you field, you run. And you throw.
It's like The Rookie, the movie.
Yeah, it's truly they'd have those deals, and you would show up to that, and basically it'd say, hey, if they find a diamond in the rough, they'll throw a 62nd round pick at you.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you don't work out,
growing up, I had never heard of that. Obviously, I've seen the movie.
They'll send you the rookie ball, and if you can't hit your weight, hey, we'll see you later. Bye.
I was a daisy picker playing Little League. There's a definite possibility.
Well, if you were fast,
I was not invited to that.
They were fast. They would give you a chance. And most of the time they wouldn't take anybody from these things, but they would go throw them around.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I am definitely crazy, but this is your opportunity to tell me I am wrong. Off the Gates Flooring Center chat line at 107thescore.com, doubleTSportsNetwork.com, the 100.7 The Score mobile app, or you can give Lucas White a call on the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. I'm going to let you guys answer this blindly before I tell you why I get this opportunity to say what I think. Gentlemen.
Yes.
Chat line.
Yes.
Visual Edge IT hotline. There will be 2 former Texas Tech baseball players starting in the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Tell me I am wrong. With the caveat, it's still early and a lot of things can happen between now and July.
I think Davis Martin is one. If he continues this.
Again, with the caveat that we are assuming they continue doing what they are doing.
Who's the other?
You can tell me I'm wrong.
I just saw the list of Red Raiders in the big leagues right now, and pitchers. So I gotta go find that list here. Hang on.
I'm hanging on. Name that movie.
Okay. It's not Dobbins.
Okay.
Dobbins just got sent to AAA after his spot start. I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong? Okay.
Andrew Morris is up, but he's coming out of the pen. Did he start? Did he start a game?
I don't think he started a game.
Yeah.
I don't think he has.
Yeah.
There will be 2 starters.
Wait a second. 2. Okay. So this is a trick question. Starters or starting pitchers or
starters?
Okay. Jace Young and okay. All right. Yeah.
There will be 2 starters.
I still think you're wrong.
When the first pitch is thrown, there will be 2 Red Raiders on the field.
On the field.
Like when the first pitch is thrown.
Okay. I still think you're wrong. I think Jace Young will be on the field.
You think Jace?
Hey, Jace? I mean, Josh. Sorry, Josh. Or at least he'll be in contention for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Davis Martin, who will be an all-star because he's the only decent White Sox player.
There's another one.
Okay. But he'll be a pitcher.
The new Japanese guy.
He'll be on Matsuzaki or what's his name?
He's doing pretty well.
Yeah,
tied to Aaron Judge with home runs right now.
Yeah, he's
doing really well.
Forgot about that dude.
Easy to do.
Yeah. I think Davis Martin will be on the team, but he won't start. So I think you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucas.
I agree. I think Josh has the best option to be in the starting third base for the American League, but I don't think Martin will be the starting pitcher. Yankees have a pretty stellar rotation, and then Nick Martinez out of Tampa, but like Snead said, Martin will get the opportunity to pitch an inning during the All-Star game, but I don't think he'll be the absolute first guy out. But Josh, I would put Josh as a starting third base.
I let you guys do this cold because I got numbers.
Okay.
And what do baseball players and baseball statistician guys love?
Numbers.
They love numbers. You correctly identified the 2, by the way, who I think are going to be starters for the Major League Baseball All-Star team, specifically in this case for the American League. Josh is currently, for third baseman, first in batting average. Tied, he's number 2 for RBI. He's number 3 for WAR, which is wins over replacement, and 6th for home runs. Pretty good little setup there for what. And now this is also again assuming that by then he is still in these type of numbers. Obviously, home runs and doubles gone up, batting average about the same. This is why the American League could do a lot worse if Davis Martin keeps this up. Davis Martin is number 2 in WAR for starting pitchers in the American League. He is .1 off of being tied for wins above replacement for pitchers in the American League.
Okay.
He is number 2 in ERA in the American League.
Okay.
0.12 off. Not 1.2, but 0.12 earned run average from being in the lead. And he is number 1 in a 4-way tie for wins on the year in Major League Baseball. For the American, I should say American League, not Major League Baseball, but tied with 5 wins. Those kind of numbers get managers' attention. And I think the only thing that's going to keep Davis Martin, if he continues pitching like he has, from being a starter in the Major League Baseball All-Star game will be if he's pitching Sunday before the Major League Baseball All-Star game. I think that will be the thing that stops him from being the Major League starter if he continues doing what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean,
1.64 ERA.
yeah. I mean, that's
5-1 on the year.
Yeah, he's having a magical start, and that's great for Davis. And I love to see that, and I want to continue to see that. And where is the All-Star game this year?
Why do you got to ask me a question I should know the answer to?
Well, you asked the question about the.
Again.
I mean, I don't know the answer. I mean,
right, but I'm the one that brought this up. 2026.
Philly.
Yep, he's right. His fingers typing faster than mine.
That's okay. I mean, if it were, if it were in Chicago or in Texas, where he's from, obviously, it would be a whole lot different.
By the way, keep in mind, and if I don't mention this, that there's going to be somebody busting through the wall in a minute to say this. He's also a giant Eagles fan.
Is he?
Yeah. His grandfather was an Eagles fan, so he became an Eagles fan.
Well, see, that's the best way to do it.
So,
the family tradition.
Sure. But yeah, if I didn't mention that, and I'm not going to say the other thing that Jamie says whenever we bring this up, because I'm a Cowboy fan and there are rules, but he would be busting through the walls to say that the Eagles
there are
fans
rules.
should be pitching in Philly.
I grew up a Cowboys fan, and in deference to my dad, my dad was a huge Washington fan.
Okay.
And I'm gonna root for the Washington football team this year.
I tried that.
In deference to my dad.
When
just because dad, love you, Dad, R.I.P. And I'm
see, that brings us down. I was talking about 2 All-Star.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna root for. I want to root for my dad's team this year.
I tried rooting for another team when I was sick of what the Cowboys were doing and everything else, and when they signed Dak to the huge contract, and I was wanting him to play on the tag, and if he got, and then try to go after it that way, and then they signed it, and I was like, "What are we doing?" And I tried.
It won't be. It'll be.
Tried.
It'll be like I root for the Chiefs. I'll sit down and I'll watch a game.
I didn't hate the teams the other teams were playing enough. Because it's not about who you love, Chris.
So that's really about who you hate.
It's who you hate.
Yeah.
You know who I hate? Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, Washington Commanders.
Yeah. I mean,
hate those 3 teams. That means I'm a Cowboys fan. Hate those 3 teams. Hate
I
San
love
Francisco 49ers.
I always
hate
love
the Green Bay Packers.
The rivalry between the Cowboys and let's say the Redskins.
Sure.
Because that was true. Rivalry. I mean, Cowboys wanted to beat the Redskins. The Redskins wanted to beat the Cowboys. It wasn't about your city sucks or anything like that. Philly and Dallas, New York, Dallas. That's about, hey, we think your city sucks.
Yes.
We think that the people there suck.
Yes.
It is a painful, personal. I mean, I just thought, in Washington, Dallas has always just been a fan rivalry. I mean, it's not like, I feel like if I walk into Philly, I won't get, shanked or anything like that. Somebody taking me out.
No, I think I would happen if I.
No. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah. It's like if I go in there, I'm going to get shanked.
It's the bottom line. One more with you on 100.7 The Score.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It's time for the most interesting fact of the day. The most interesting fact of the day brought to you by Dos Equis and the most interesting man in the world. Welcome back, sir. We missed you, especially here on this program, because for us, you never left, man. We were always there for you. Your most interesting fact brought to you by Numbers and the most interesting man in the world with Dos Equis. Josh Young could nicely be saying knocking the snot out of the baseball.
Okay.
With regards to the amount of time he's hitting said baseball. As he sits right now today, 325 batting average, 12 doubles, no triples, because, triples are hard, man. 4 home runs, not the number he would like. 19 RBI, also not a number he would like, but not bad either for a team that's been struggling to score some runs recently. Mm-hmm. Got to have guys on base to knock them in order to get an RBI unless you're hitting the home runs. Mm-hmm. When he started in the Major League Baseball All-Star game last time, in 2023, he was hitting 285, so less. He had 11 doubles, so less. He had 1 triple, only 1 more, and 12 home runs with 37 RBI. On a team that was knocking the cover off the ball across the board.
No, he's the offense for the most part.
He is the offense for the most part right now.
The ironic part about that is
0 for 17. That's the ironic part.
And there was a vocal majority of people that were saying that the Rangers needed to cut bait with him.
I wasn't saying cut bait. I was wondering what they were going to do.
I mean,
0-17 is a big O for.
It is, but you know what? It's baseball.
It is.
I mean, you're not going to go 0 for the season. I mean, as long as Jock Peterson's still got a spot in the lineup, as long as Berger got a spot.
Corey Seager, by the way, not living up to his contract either right now. There's a lot of guys on that roster that aren't.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of people that were very ready to drop this at Josh Young's feet. And, baseball's baseball. Guys are going to hit at some point. Guys don't forget how to hit.
It did look like Josh. He was way out.
Sometimes.
From everything we've seen from Josh. And we've been watching Josh a long time.
Well, here's what we also know. You get a lot of hitting instructors, roving hitting instructors. You get a guy that's old guy, want to keep him around baseball. Hey, we're gonna hire
oh sure,
Johnny Double Hitter. He was Johnny leads you in doubles, and Johnny leads you in doubles rolls in through spring training, and sees Josh Young in the cage and says, "Hey, whippersnapper, you need to get over here, and what you got to do is you got to get your spazinked and your gazinked over here, and you got to get all this over here, and you got to get your spilkish going this way right here." And the next thing you know, these guys are jacking with people's swings, and it happens. Mm-hmm. It happens, and guys come in and they feel like I have to justify myself by making some sort of adjustment because they're paying me to make adjustments on guys. Because I'm the roving hitting instructor or I'm the new hitting coach for this team. So I have to fix something that's not broken. And that jacks with more guys than it actually helps.
Sure.
And I think Josh is a guy who's had a lot of voices in his heads, giving him lots of different advice. And I know Josh is a guy who spends a lot of time talking to his dad about hitting. And his dad is a tremendous hitting coach. And I think his dad tries to make, get it simple. And, you get a lot of guys that like to talk to guys and make it difficult and make it complicated. When really hitting's about being simple sometimes. C-ball hit ball sometimes. I'm a C-ball hit ball guy. Well, I didn't hit very much, but I'm still a C-ball hit ball guy. But if you know how to get me out, you just throw a pitch. but the reality is, hey.
Fastball straight down the middle. Going to miss it every time. It's fine.
Only if Monty Ward's throwing it. Monty Ward struck me out in an old man league on 3 pitches. The last 2 he told me were fastballs. Hey, you know what? A lot of people struck out Monty Ward. And they knew that fastballs were coming. He didn't tell them, but they knew their fastball was coming, and they didn't hit it either.
This off the Yates Lawrence Center chat line. Will Nyjah Kennedy take a substantial pay cut when she goes pro?
Yes.
Yes.
As will most NIL players and playing in this era of collegiate softball.
Or football. Or basketball.
Well, I mean, the question was specific
Sure.
to that. But I think that there are some guys who are making significant money in college basketball that are going to end up playing overseas and making nice wage. And some will probably make as much money as they're making now, and some will make less, and some will make maybe considerably more. Depends. The sports are so different. A lot of football, there's some guys that are making some decent NIL money right now that are not going to get picked up on a NFL roster and might end up in the UFL.
Are there guys
a lot less?
Are there guys in college basketball making more than $3 million a year?
I think probably there are.
That is what the 20th pick in the NBA draft is set for the 2026.
And I need to go back and correct another thing. I've said that the NBA lottery, nothing was guaranteed after that. I was wrong.
No, we said that. They said that.
No. Well, I'm acknowledging that because I said that there was not guaranteed past the lottery.
Right.
And the texter corrected us that they are all first round contracts are guaranteed. And we had the 2 and 10 texter that I corrected, so I'm wrong twice. Oh my gosh!
Okay, I got to be wrong again.
One
now.
more wrong again, I'm going to be out.
Well, in 3 minutes you're gonna be out anyway.
Okay. I just wait for my wife to call me and tell me I'm wrong about something here, because that'll be right.
That's not nice.
No,
I mean
no.
she might, and that's a definite possibility.
She will be right that I am wrong about something.
Right, but that doesn't mean you were wrong immediately. Like you might have gotten it right today.
I mean,
she might tell you how good you got it right. I'm just going to
check my text right now because she's probably told me I'm wrong here in the last.
Well, while you do that, key thing for the Red Raider baseball team to know tonight with DBU coming to town.
That's a bad question for asking me right now. My expectations for this team are so low at this point right now. I think that this is going to be a typical midweek start because you have to cover so many innings over the weekend. You've got to cover 27 innings of baseball over the weekend unless you get run ruled, and then it could be as few as 27. As few
24.
As take 2 off of each one. Actually,
oh yeah,
you can take 2 off of each game. Oh man, that's scary. I mean, it could be as few as 21 innings, 21 outs, 21 innings. But still, even with that, you're probably going to see a lot of guys going 1 inning this weekend. I mean, tonight.
Yes. I don't imagine you're going to see – you may see your starter go more than 1 inning, but everybody after that –
but I mean, you got to consider that he might be an option for you on the
weekend too,
yeah,
right.
Too. I mean, you got 13 healthy arms. You got to cover 27 outs in 3 games. Plus tonight.
For the Red Raiders tonight, I'm going to go back to an old Tim Tadlock line.
If you can hit, we'll find a place for you to stand?
Nope. Separate balls from strikes. That's what this offense needs to do tonight. Separate balls from strikes.
It's not the offense.
But the
offense is starting to pick it up.
It's starting
to pick it up, but
here's
the problem. What we need to do
is throw some guys out at first.
How about we get some guys out? How about we can make competitive pitches let's make competitive pitches at bat, because that's problematic for this team right now is that we're not making competitive pitches, and we're not. I mean, and when Larry Hayes said something that always resonated with me.
He said a lot of things that were really smart.
One that resonated
really
with me
guy.
in terms of college baseball is that good pitching gives you courage.
Sure.
And when you've got great pitching, it gives you courage defensively and offensively. But when you have pitching that you're not that's suspect and you're worried about, can you cover the 27 outs tonight? Can you cover the 27 innings this weekend? I mean, you feel like people start to feel like they've got to do more than their share. And but good pitching gives you courage, and you just like, hey, we know what we got to do.
Snead, we were wrong a couple of times today, but it's okay.
I was wrong more than I was right.
Nah, you were right more than you were right. Lucas White, you did a fantastic job today. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. For Choice Woodman, who's not been here, for Chris Snead, for Lucas White, Jeff McGuire, we're out of here, getting out of the way for the guys at Tech Talk on the bottom line of 100.7 The Score.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.